things that happen. So a little bit about me. Again, I reside in Atlanta right now. I'm here from Miami, Florida. And then when I seen the topic, Heal the Little Girl Within from months ago, way back in March, I was like, that's it. Because as a little girl, you know, I wasn't as confident. I wasn't as, you know, I just was actually just like going with the flow. So when I was young, you know, I was super chocolate. I'm still super chocolate.
Yes! Beautiful!
But I didn't like it. I didn't like it because my mom is light-skinned. Dad is chocolate, of course. But my mom is light-skinned, and she just was the prettiest lady to me. I'm being honest. It's okay?
Yes.
I'm being honest. And so that's just one thing. And so when and I'm like, Mama, why you bright-skinned and I'm dark? Because when I go to elementary, I'm getting tar baby, charcoal, all this other good stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not cute. So I grew up thinking that I was very ugly, okay? I didn't think I was cute at all, but I had a body, honey. So I had a really nice shape, and so I thought I used that. And I thought that was my beauty, my body. So of course, I would be very promiscuous, and the promiscuity, and you taught me on yesterday where it came from. Because, and I don't know if my daughter knows this, but when I was 4, my uncle, who's not mentally there, well, he's going to transition now, I remember him just laying me on top of him.
Jesus.
And it was somebody shared with me, a man at the airport, a Hispanic man at the airport said, he said, what are you here for? And I know I'm going all over the place, but it's going to make sense.
Come on.
He said, what are you here for? I said, well, I'm here to speak. He said, speak about what? And he barely could talk English. He said, speak about what? And I said, well, I'm speaking. It's an event called Heal the Little Girl Within. And he said, well, that's funny because most things happen around 4 and 5.
Wow.
This is a person I never met. I just got my rental car from 6 rental. And he told me that, and I said, wow. So when I came in here, and this is why it resonated with her, and I love every speaker. You know, I don't want my good works to be evil spoken of. However, it was when you spoke, and I said, wow, it brought me back to 4 years old.
My God.
And I said, okay, that's where the promiscuity came in. So one, my confidence was gone. I didn't think I was cute at all.
Baby.
Mom and daddy gonna say you pretty, but you know, you just be like,
Right.
you know,
Mom
we
and
can tell our
daddy.
kids the same thing, but we don't care what our parents say. We want to know what the world says. then that, because that spirit had got on me. So now when I began to get older, you know, and I start feeling myself, now I'm 5 years old, liking a little light-skinned boy named Dexter. I remember it. I promise you I haven't remembered this stuff in over 20 years. And yesterday, things just start recollecting. So I don't know about you. If you didn't have a movement or a shift on yesterday, and you here today feeling the same way you did when you came here, then I need you to right now, no, it's nothing wrong. I'm just here to remind you today and empower you to release whatever it is. Release it. You should not leave this conference the same.
Amen.
And something should be pulled because nobody is here on accident.
Amen.
Everybody is here. It's ordained for us to be here. So again, I started to remember that and just being, you know, having low confidence and feeling like I was just the ugliest person in the world because I was chocolate and dark skinned and I just felt like everybody that was brighter, that was pecan tan and lighter, they just had favor, you know? And so it wasn't until I got, you know, in my even my teenage years, I got pregnant, my 12th grade year, to that beautiful lady right there.
She's beautiful.
I had her at 18 in 1991 when I graduated. So that's right, I am 52 years old.
You look good, girl!
I love to say that because people look like, what?
Yes!
But I am 52 years old, so I've been here a while. And not that long.
Not that long.
Just got grown.
Look, we're
Just
half
got
a
grown.
decade.
Y'all just got grown. Y'all just got grown.
We over 50. We just got grown.
Just got grown.
So, with that being said, I'm a grandma, and I don't say grandma. People say, you say grandma. No, I'm a grandma because I wanted that title. Okay, my first grandma. I wanted that title, so she's only 2 years old, and I'm ready for some more. But anyway, I told it out there. She's married. She's married.
Amen.
being said, I just wanted to say, you know, not having the confidence, feeling that I wasn't beautiful, feeling that I just had to use my body to get what I wanted.
Come on.
And that's what I did. And then I also, oh man, Pastor Zakia, man, she even brought some remembrance to me on yesterday. And she told me, what was it when you were a little girl that you just left and you let it go? Well, I'm a singer. And I always wanted to sing. I wanted to be a singer. And of course, going into that, singing, I used my body for that too. Because I would go and I would see these older guys. And you know, if you're 14, 15 years old, and now 30 don't seem old, but back then, if you're 40, 50, they 30, they really child molested.
Oh, yes.
So,
Come on.
they would make you they would act like they like you and you so pretty and you their girlfriend. Hint, hint, clue, clue. And then they, all of a sudden, now you in the bed with them and that kind of thing. Because now it's like, because you so fine. You know, you're a teenager, so everything sit where it need to be.
Come on.
Everything's still up north.
Come on now.
Okay? So, with that being said, you just attractive and you thinking, okay, when I do this, I'm finna get me a record deal, or I'm gonna be singing, or I just got favor. But we don't get favor from man. We get it
from God.
So, but I didn't know that.
That's me neither.
I just thought that's what I had to do. And so I did this for so long till I just gave up on it. I just said, you know what? I tried to model. You know, I went to try to model. Then the guy I'm modeling for, all of a sudden he coming on to me. You know, so everything that I did, it seemed like my body was not being in the way. Because if it was like I couldn't get past that, once I do that, they don't want me no more. Or I can't even accomplish that goal. So then, it's finna get deep. Somebody say get deep.
Get deep.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know this was here.
Jesus.
Come on.
And then I go, and I say, you know what, I fast forwarding, and I go, I said, I'm going to just sing for the Lord. I'm in church. I got saved. I'm singing for God. And
My God.
Just singing for God. And
My God.
Oh, wow. And I'm just talking, and I'm just like, you know what, this is God. And everybody is in church is nice.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
All the ladies going to love me. They going to pray for me. Ooh, wee. Woo!
Come on.
That was the most worst hurt, but I realized growing older that church don't hurt you. People hurt you.
People hurt you.
In my mind, I thought it was church hurt. So I go there and I'm singing for God, and I'm just thinking, I'm on the praise team. I'm in the choir in every church, and it's several churches, not just one church. Because some people know me from one church, but it's several churches that I went to. Every church I went to, basically, and it ended up turning into, if it wasn't one of the pastors or deacons trying to come on to me, it was the women in the church criticizing me. Oh, yeah. I even had one time, man. Oh man, your nails are sharp. You're cutting people in the spirit on the praise team. Man. Oh man, they can't. Oh my God.
Help the people,
oh
Lord.
my God, I even had one time. I was even told you dressing too sexy, and they'll throw the thing on me, and it was just. But then I would see their people, and they click worse than me. It took me to go, and I was living here in Florida. My God, I went to 20th Street and went to that one little store in 20th Street, and I went and bought all the grandmama suits.
Oh wow!
And I would come there in my grandmama suits to the church, and I would be in my grandmama suits, and baby, I would just feel like. But then I look over, and I'd be like, "Well, they told me not to dress like that." You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So God will change you anyway. God started shifting my dress code as I begin to get older. But then I was just being hurt. So I'm thinking, at some point, then one situation happened in church, and I really won't go there because that's something different. But one situation happened in church, and it made me just say, you know what, the hell with this.
Come on.
So I stopped singing, period. I just stopped singing. So it wasn't until yesterday. That's why I say there's some things here to uproot.
Come on now.
Jesus.
And with that being said, with Pastor Z yesterday, it was able to give me a little bit of, it gave me some healing because it was like, wait a minute, I remember, she said, if you were a little girl, if you could go back to being younger, little girl, what was it that you really wanted to do? And I said, I really wanted to sing. I would really like to sing. So fast forwarding, and I'm going to skip this right piece, and I'm going to come back. I end up, I have a fiance, and he's a guitar player. All his kids play music, and that's all we do. We end up doing background, we have background for him, and so on and so forth. So I'm just really having fun. I'm enjoying my over 50 life. But going back in, I was married twice. My first marriage, I think I should have been a little bit more patient with him. But I was married, my first marriage, I was younger, and first time he cheated, it was like, okay, that's it, it's around. And I mean, I should have been, I didn't have to be patient for that.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You
no,
didn't,
I
baby.
didn't.
You
right?
did not.
Yeah, so the first time he cheated, it was like, that's it. I just thought, because I thought at that point, my confidence had no build, so I felt like I don't got married, so I'm real cute. I got it going on. And you know, at that time, I wasn't in church like I should, but he was a dope boy and all that stuff, so what was I expecting? But at the end of the day, he cheated, and I was like, that's it. So I ended up getting married again. And what the enemy will do is he'll bring back, and I'm helping somebody
Yes,
right now.
come on.
He'll bring back some old people that you used to date.
Yeah.
He brought back an old person. Oh, that devil.
Stand in it. Come on.
Oh my God. He didn't even tell what he
Yes.
did. So, listen, conversation, not a presentation at this point. Let me tell you what he did. Because when you go to church, you get spiritual. Everything we see is spiritual, right? And then at home, we see a number of that's
I like them red. I like them chocolate. I'll deliver.
Gotta be.
Woo, that gotta be God. So immediately we went and we got back together. He was just like, yes, we and all that, and things just went fast. Yeah. We together. Now we get married right away. I have a baby. She's 18 years old now. I have a baby. Everything is going good. I mean, everything is going good. But he had did 13 years in prison, and he wasn't healed, and he was broken, and then money wasn't flowing how he wanted it to flow fast as he wanted to, so he started going back to his old ways, and then now he making the money how he usually make it, pimping,
Oh, God.
drugs, selling drugs, all that stuff. But that main thing was the pimping thing. Because now you ain't coming home when we was here in Florida till 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Some days, 7 o'clock in the morning. But in the name of money, I'm just accepted it. Because the first thing you'll say is, I got to get this bread. I got to get this money. I was younger, too. I got to get this money. Is that me? I'm sorry. I got to get this money. Sherry. And I got to get this money. So with that being said, I don't even use that phone, so I don't even know why it's ringing. I'm like, right. This the phone I use right here. Like, what? But and that sounds like a no, it actually sounds like Facebook or social media. Somebody trying to call me. But that happens too. Y'all know these random people just go to try to call you. But so he would come home that time of morning, all that, and then he would. I even ran up. Then I started saying, okay, well you got to make money, because y'all remember what I said the first time. I was married the first time, and I really felt like I ended that too quick. So I wasn't patient enough in my mind.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I said, well, let me be patient with the second marriage. I don't want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I also was a realist. The man did 13 years, so now I'm tricking myself. giving him excuses. Oh, well, he did 13 years. He was locked up. He was locked up. So don't keep the man locked up. Don't be asking him where he at. All that stuff. I was being stupid to me. Okay, so I would ask him those kind of questions. And when I did start asking him, would be like, I got to get this money. Who you think paying all these bills? And da-da-da-da. And, life was good on the outside, but I was miserable on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And so fast forwarding, he had went and did a year. Oh man, this finna get deep. Somebody say get deep.
Get deep.
So he would have some girls sometime remember he was a pimp. So he went and did, and then he had one young lady. She used to dress. She wasn't a tomboy. She wasn't a butch or anything, but she was dressed like a boy. So of course I'm not gonna think nothing in my mind. I'm just green. So she dressed like a butch. She needed a place to stay. She come and stay at my house. Then there's two parts to this story. Somebody say 2 parts.
Two parts.
Then he's a pimp. So he got these girls at the strip club that they got to give for some. I don't know what they thinking. They go work on the pole and then give him the money.
Nah, where you going now?
So
I ain't got the cash for you. I ain't got the cash.
They go watch this. So now he gets locked up. He gets locked up, but only for a year. And I say only for a year because during this time, the first few months that he's locked up, these girls they call him daddy. They tell now he need me. They respect him just as much. He needs me he passed the baton to me. Now I became the
madam.
Oh.
So now I'm going to pick up the money. I'm taking it to get the hair done. So they can do all that. But they giving me the money every day. That's just how much influence he had.
My Lord.
You ain't know that. No. So they giving me the money. So they giving me the money. So now I'm the pimp. But of course that didn't last too long because I'm still who I am and conviction starts to happen and I'm just like, and then to me it was just so stupid it wasn't making sense. So I just kind of just started letting it go. And then the whole year I'm seeing him, I'm pregnant during this time and I'm getting ready to have our daughter. And I have the daughter and I'm pushing the carriage to the jail down here somewhere in Dane County. I'm pushing the stroller to the jail every day. He gave me the name of the baby and I'm thinking it's just we get creative, we plan our daughter and all this other good stuff. And then fast forwarding, this young lady, I remember one time she had texted and she lived in my house. This is the girl who dressed like the boy now. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking she just somebody that's gonna serve the weed. There's somebody that's worked for him. And came and stayed and slept on the floor at my house with my kids. Fast forwarding, when he gets out of jail, I'm like, we had 2 Lexuses at the time, and I changed the colors of it. I remodeled the house because God had stopped blessing me financially even while he was in there. And so I started doing all of that, and I said, but when you come home, and then I started doing network marketing, and I started making a lot of money, and I said, when you come home, we're going to move to Georgia because that's where the money is. So we're going to go to Atlanta because that's what, so I say, we're going to move there. We got to Atlanta. And I gotta, when you on child support in the system and the guy's on child support in the system, it'll follow you wherever you go. So if one of the baby mamas tried to file for food stamps or something like that, they found him because he already in the system. So the letter came to the house, way in Georgia, saying you need to do a blood test or something like that because you're the father of this baby. And I'm like, what the name say? The name was the same name of the girl who lived on the floor who dressed like the little boy.
My God.
So that means every time I was going to work, dotting the door, they was probably all in my bed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So with that being said, fast forwarding, I got the letter. Of course, we went through the blowout, the fuss and the this, that, and the third. And y'all know, man, and first day apologetic, then it's trying to beat you mad and coming up with other kind of excuses. We kind of got through that because in my mind, I'm thinking, she way in Florida, out of sight, out of mind. It ain't his, I'm in denial. Okay? Well, he ended up going to Florida, ended up being his baby. All right? 6 months apart from my daughter that we planned.
Wow.
I'm thinking we planned this baby, and we named my daughter this particular name, middle name, and this son, this his only son out of all the girls, has the same name, similar to my daughter, middle name. So that means you've been knowing and planning and doing all this stuff, even while I was walking down there with that stroller to this jail. But somebody said 14 years later.
14 years later.
That ain't good, because I stayed that long.
Wow.
I stayed that
My
long.
Lord.
Wow.
Still trying to be a good wife. Now we in Georgia. And now he's still, I'm making money in network marketing. I'm making good money. I'm a 6-figure earner. His sister is a 7-figure earner. Y'all know her. And he still want to do the same thing. So now I'm thinking, let me get this money. Let's go get a restaurant. Because we had a restaurant when we was in Miami. I went and got a restaurant. So we get a restaurant. That's the enemy. Why the restaurant next to a strip club? Club
Good, my God.
It started off good for 30 days, but then all of a sudden I'm making all the mistakes. And you this, you that. Why you coming to work dressing cute? Because you don't want me to be here. And then in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to smell like chicken, no way, because I need to do network marketing, make my money. So I left. So then that's when it really started manifesting. It was just time for us to go. So he had the restaurant next to the club. Now he back selling the weed. He back doing the same thing. Now he in the motels over there on the street. Now he back pimping, doing the exact same thing. Back coming. Now it's getting worse. Somebody say it gets worse.
It gets worse.
So now he's coming in 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning every day. And I'm accepting. I'm just going with the flow. Because my confidence was low. Because I thought it was something maybe I was doing. Mind you, let me say this. I'm not the person, and anybody knows me personally, even when I was here in Miami, I am that lady who will walk around the house in heels with fur on the top. I will walk around, I will keep my hair done. Y'all know the Marilyn Monroe with her husband made her wear the makeup. That was me. I would just do this. This is just who my personality is. Right. I believe in, I'm going to cook, I'm going to clean, I'm going to be that spontaneous wife. So it don't matter when it's in that person. I hope I'm helping somebody. If it's just who they is, it's just who they is.
That's right.
Sometimes it ain't the needy, it's the greedy. That's just who they are, and you can't do that till they get their feeling.
That's right.
So with that being said, I began to just did all this every day. My daughter tell you, I stayed looking different. I'm a blonde this week. I got red hair next week. I've got my nails. I keep my nails. They don't matter. I don't walk around. I think they like that more. Actually, I started thinking that's what they like. But no, it's some men that don't like that. Like this. So with that being said, I would just always, but it didn't matter. He would still be in the street. I would say, you spending more time with your workers than me. Oh, I got to get this money. I got to get this money. So anyway, fast forward, we end up one day, I couldn't take it no more because he came in the house and he brought the inside stuff into the house and arguing and all that stuff. And I just was like, this is it. And I had just fed up with it. And 14 years later, he walked in. I knew his routine. I knew he going to come home at a certain time. And once he come home through the day, he not going to come back till the next morning. So I took the time that he came in. I said, he came at 6. I got all the way to the morning to get my furniture and my kids and get up out of here. And that's what I did. He came home, I moved my stuff. And you have to make that decision. I'm just waiting in Windex right now. And I did not, I got a whole 3 presentations on this laptop. But I began to, once I made that decision, and I made it and this is for my friend. I hope she sees this video. And this is for anybody that's experiencing this. You don't wait until you got it all together. You don't wait till you got some money, and you don't wait till, I got to plan it when I'm going to move here. No, when God say move, you got to move.
Come on.
Because he gave me my exit. When I got that letter, that said he got a baby, that was my exit.
Yes.
And I didn't take it. So I had to endure it some more years because I didn't have to wait another season. So when the season came again, I said, oh, I'm taking this one. And at that time, it was in between, you know, businesses have its highs and lows. That particular company was having a low. I was doing taxes, but I had those bought all the tax money at the time because I do have a tax company as well. And during that time, I said, you know what? It's in between. I don't have the money that I want, but I know how I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna do this, and I did that. I moved in that house with everything that I had, and I have nothing else after that. Didn't know how I was gonna pay the rent the next month.
Come on here. But I'm gone.
But I'm gone. I'm gonna make that happen. I'd rather tell this man I'd be late or whatever, opposed to doing that. So, and that's what I did.
Yes.
And I was able to tell that man the next month that I'm gonna be late. And he actually, he was nice. He was nice. He allowed me to be late because what happened is, of course, I do taxes. So when taxes came up, I was able to just break him off and pay 6 months up in front and all that other kind of stuff. But he was patient for that. But God blessed me because I moved when he said move, and I listened to the voice of the Holy Spirit within. And I no longer accepted, you know, what he was doing. So fast forward, I did that. I'm doing great, and I have this. You know, I've moved out, and since God has elevated me since so much further. But it's because I had to start loving me. I remember one time my mama coming and she said, "You don't love yourself," and I'm like, "Lady, I do love myself. I get dressed, I put on a lip and a lash. What you talking about?" But how you know behind the concealer?
Come on.
That it be some pain and some misery and some stress, and until you really love yourself inwardly, it cannot show outwardly. What do I mean by that? Okay, now I'm going to teach. What I mean by that is I was in companies where I would get here, but not all the way here to the top because I still had that holding sitting on top of me. It would be something holding me down because I would not. And they would say, "Well, you're so great. You know how to speak. You know how to this. You know how to this. Why are you not getting to the top?" It wasn't until I released that pressure, that thing that was holding me down, that was able to allow me to rise, to ascend. And you have to release some stuff. You got to. That's why I said it will behoove you not to not listen to these people here that shared and imparting in us what we're doing. So I see now why we tell our story. I see why, because we have to release. Because every time we tell our story, it's another thing lifted off of us as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because I promise you, this wasn't in the script. I was not trying to do that. 5 things. Somebody say 5. 5 is the number of grace. 5 things I would no longer apologize for. And that's prioritizing my peace.
That part.
I'm not going to prioritize my peace any longer. I used to do that a lot with people around me because I was going through the situations at home and all that stuff. I would just be, yes, man, you need me to do this, I'll do it. I'll serve over here or whatever you need me to do. And I'd be like, well, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing that, but okay, I'm going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, I'm not. No. Especially like Zakiya said yesterday, when you get over 50, you like, okay. I could care less. My peace is non-negotiable.
That's right. I'm over 35.
You don't want to come to the party? You don't want to come to... No. I want to be right here enjoying me.
Yes.
In my peace.
In my peace. Okay? So that's number 1. We want to prioritize our peace. And then number 2, choosing distance.
My God.
Oh.
Choosing distance over drama. I cannot take the drama. I'm not confrontational. I don't like doing all that. But you want to choose this. And sometimes you just got to set yourself apart. Just get away from it.
Get away.
You know, when people start to come and say things like you said on yesterday, when the lady was getting ready to talk about your daughter. See, I was listening. I was catching it. And you were saying about your daughter, you know, your auntie or somebody was just sitting to talk, say about your daughter. We're not doing that. I'm going to choose this. It's like you said, apply the word. I learned that. I'm going to apply the word. But I'm going to give you more than 50 feet. I'm just not going to. I'm going to choose my distance over drama. If I know it's going to bring me drama, why am I going into that atmosphere? If I know if I call this person and she goes, if I call this person, I know that these girls or this person gonna go to talking negative about somebody else. Why am I calling? You know what I'm saying? So again, choose distance over drama. Number 3.
Jesus.
I'm not going to no longer apologize for wanting more out of life. I want to be a singer. I want to travel the world. That's what I want to do.
Yes.
And who I want to be with, that's what I want to do. I'm not going to apologize for wanting that. Because I used to. Oh, I got the kids, or I can't do this. You know, some of y'all are putting the kids and putting your work and putting your friends before you.
Come on
you
now.
got to put yourself first,
Amen.
baby.
Choose you first.
Choose you, please. I'm telling you, you don't want to go through this. Choose yourself, especially while you're still young. Those you're still young, please choose yourself. Don't put your friends. Don't put these other things in front of yourself. Choose yourself, and trust me, you'll be able to elevate and you'll get the things that you want. So I'm no longer apologize, but I used to apologize. Well, no. I gotta do this because of this. No, What's up? What we gonna do? Where we going? Okay, what we have? What's gonna happen? So then, of course, number 4, no longer apologizing for needing time to heal. Needing time to heal. You know, a lot of us, especially us women, we try to do everything. We like Edward Scissorhands. We try to cook, clean, raise the kids, go to basketball practice, go to work, go to choir rehearsal, go to this, go to that. Church, I need time for me.
Come on!
I'm not going to be here every week. I got to have some time to prioritize my peace.
Come on!
Needing time, I gotta heal.
Leave me a
Take
beat.
the cup. How can I feel
Jesus.
your cup if my cup half full?
Come on.
And if my cup is half full, and matter of fact, if your cup is full and you pour it out, it ain't full no more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need a salsa.
I need a
So I need
salsa.
time to heal.
Yeah.
Work, children,
Come on.
husband,
Come on.
friend, church.
Business.
Come
and I'm
on.
gonna pour it, and if I
Yeah.
got to heal, fill my cup back up, and I got this salsa. So whatever overflows, I
Y'all
can
get
serve
that.
from. I can't serve from this because I
Come
gotta
on.
keep this full. I had to
That's
learn that
good.
the hard way, and I hope
That's
that helps
good.
somebody.
Yep.
Serve from the salsa.
Serve from the salsa.
I can't even serve from a full cup no more. Serve from the salsa.
That's all I got.
And number 5, I'm no longer apologizing from walking away from disrespect.
That's right.
Y'all know what it is.
Yes, we do.
If it's disrespect, it's disrespect. It is what it is. If they disrespected, if you're in a disrespectful environment, don't apologize because you walked away. Because sometimes you will feel like, you know what, I probably should have just stayed, or I probably should have, been in a situation. I just probably should, because I'm going to miss something if I stay, if I do leave. A lot of us, and I say that because I'm around a lot of millionaires, and you feel like you'll miss something, But if they're disrespecting you,
Come on.
and they're assassinating your character,
Come on.
and they're making you look small and making you feel bad, but you feel like you can't leave because they got $2 extra. Child, please, look, I'm gone. I'm out. Do not be around any place that's disrespecting you and making you feel bad.
Come on.
It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the people who look up to you. And it's definitely not fair to your children. So those are the 5 things I will no longer apologize. Hey, so I like to take a break because I give honor where honor is due.
Yes.
Y'all give it up for the Bishop Marlon. And I thank you. I felt your spirit. When I see your face, and I know I got to get back into it, but I just got to say this, and I believe honor is due too. Listen, this is a blessing. When I see the topic, and I see how you just grind, I see your spirit, I can just feel it. You're such an authentic, loving individual. And that's who I am. I just like, look, and you drew me. And it's a law of attraction. And
Yes, it is.
It just attracted me. And especially when my bishop took you as a wife, I was just like, yes. I was just like, yes, I knew what I felt. So thank you so much. I wanted to just give you your flowers openly while I had the opportunity. But back to it, just loving yourself. So she stands unapologetically.
She
I
does.
do. So I just shared you guys, my self-esteem was low.
Come on.
Because people look at your exterior and think you got it all together.
That's right.
You'll look at the banners and think people look at my social media and think that, she don't need for nothing, she got it. No. Behind the concealer, baby.
Come on.
This is a woman becoming, and I'm still becoming.
Amen.
I've came a long way,
Amen.
but I am still becoming. And it's environments like this that helps me. It's environment, so you have to put yourself in the right environment. You got to start loving yourself. You got to give yourself some grace.
Yes.
Give yourself some grace.
Come on.
I don't know who that's for, but give yourself some grace.
That's for me.
Woo! Give yourself some grace. Because we're all human and we're all becoming, and things are always happening, and we always got to pivot. We always got to. But as long as you start loving on you and just saying, hey, it is what it is. What flows, flows. And guess what? What goes, goes. Let it go. Mm-hmm. Let it go. Let things go. Because if it's meant to be for you, it'll be with you. Okay? So again, and then